LinedFury presents another badass video. Guys, I was originally going to put Emily setup in there, but it would have taken twice as long, and it really would have made the video around 15 minutes now. I just wanted to make a range, because range is definitely the most effective setup here, so I'm sorry, but if you use melee, it's just going to be twice as slow, and it's not really worth it. And it would have made the video too long. I'm really sorry, guys. Maybe I'll do it with another method, but hope you guys enjoy. Guys, this is LinedFury. Now, before we start this video, I have changed my setup a bit on how I'm going to be showing you the stuff on WaterFiends. I'm going to be going a bit more in depth, so I really hope you guys enjoy. So, here are the statistics. Their combat level is 154. Their life points or HP, depending on what you want to call it, is 3,850. Slayer requirement, level 1. Slayer XP per kill if you're on a task, 170. They are assigned by Curadel, Duradel, or Laplock if you have completed Ritual of the Majrat. Weakness, range, specific bolts. Locations, you can kill them in the Gorak, Fortress, Chaos Tunnels, or Ancient Cavern. It is recommended to either kill them in the Ancient Cavern or the Chaos Tunnels because there's a greater chance of getting the charms rather than the ones in the Gorak Fortress. Now, some of you guys might not like it when I ask for likes, but this video took me a long time to make, so if you guys could just hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, I'd really appreciate it. But let's get on to the guide. Alright, so Crimsons drop gold, green, crimson, and blue charms. Now, the reason why they're hunted, obviously, is because of their high crimson drop rate, but they do drop a decent amount of the other charms. So there's a 9% chance of gold, a 5% chance of green, a 76 to 77% chance of crimson. I couldn't really find that out. And a 3% of blue, and then there's a 6% chance of not getting anything from them. Now, there's supposed to be another statistic for Gorak Fortress ones, but they're twice as hard to kill, and they're all multi, and you're just gonna get butt raped there, and they have a less charm rate, so why would you kill them in somewhere that's really high in the wilderness when you could kill them in a more convenient spot? And this is also the same charm rate for the ones in the Chaos Tunnel. So, hope you guys enjoy. Now let's move on to some in-game footage. Now, I've been getting a bit of constructive criticism that I should show more than one loadout for everything basically, and show you how to kill them in different combat styles. So I will be doing that. I really want to please you guys, so if you like this, please remember to give a like. I know it's kind of annoying, but it helps my channel grow, and it makes me want to produce better content. But let's not rant about that. So the first inventory is the Void setup. This is if it's not your Slayer task and you just want to kill it as a creature. What I'm using is the dual chaotic crossbow, but do not fret, you can switch it out with the dual rune crossbows, so it's not to worry. And then if you are on a Slayer task, you're going to want to have the Slayer helmet and then whatever gloves you want to use. But you're going to want to either have Royal, Black, D'hide, Carol's D'hide, or even, not Carol's D'hide, Carol's Armor, or Armador Armor. And if you're extremely rich, you can bring Pernix, but it's highly unlikely that you'll be able to use it because there's not really a point in Pernix because it degrades so fast. But that's one of the setups. You can also use a crystal bow with range. However, they are weak to bolts, so it's probably best to use the dual rune crossbows or the dual chaotic crossbows, as you can see. And then you can just mix and match. However, since I'll be using the most DPS, I'll want the best setup. So the best setup by far is this setup right here. The dual crossbows, either chaotic or rune. And you can also, a very good alternative is either the hand cannon or the royal crossbow. However, that royal crossbow is very expensive to make, and I already had duels, so there wasn't really a point. But if you have the Royal Crossbow, you can literally two-hit these with momentum. So why don't we get into the abilities now? I use these standard abilities. This is just like every other ranging task. I use Piercing Shot, Ricochet, Fragmentation Shot, Snipe, Snapshot, and if you're going to want to constantly use abilities, you can use Deadshot. However, if you're like me and you want to have a more slow-paced and relaxed way to do Slayer, you can use the Momentum ability. However, there's not just the Deadshot ability, there's also the Unload, which is awesome because you not need to have a two-handed weapon, so it's very good. If your Deadshot has not recharged by that time, you can also put on Unload, so why not just put it on there. Alright, so that's all of the abilities. Now we need to go get into the inventory, so just bear with me. You'll probably take a millisecond, but I'll see you guys in a millisecond. Now before we start, I was also told that they wanted to include summoning. That's what a few of you guys said, so I'm going to be including summoning in my guide. Alright, so at the lowest level, at level 68, you can have the Bunyip. It heals, I think, 300 to 400 life points every 15 seconds, which is great. And the WaterFiends also drop Raw Sharks, which you can use the Swallow Whole Scroll on, and it will act like a normal shark. And they also drop Lobsters, so you could also use them on that. Now the second highest would be the Titans. And I'm going in order of usefulness. You can use the Fruit Bat, but it's going to be painful by picking them up and then keep on using the scroll. So that's why I didn't include it. I didn't forget, so I just want to let you guys know. Now the Titan scrolls, they're all required level 69, and they use the Titan's Constitution scroll. You can either use a Moss Titan, an Ice Titan, a Fire Titan, any of the Titans, and they all use this scroll, except for the Iron and the Steel Titan. Now, if you have, the next thing is the Unicorn. The Unicorn is very useful. It requires level 88 summoning, and it heals you by, I think, I think it's 15% of your life points at the time of using the aura. So if you use it, the special attack. So if you use it at 7,000 life points, it's probably going to be more effective than if you're using it at, let's say, 1,000 life points. Now, these might be a little bit off. They might have updated it when they came to EoC. I'm sorry if this happens. Please do not flame me. But the next highest would be the Steel Titan. The reason why I didn't put an Iron Titan in it is because usually the gap between a Steel Titan and an Iron Titan isn't really that much. So you do the same exact thing, but with the Steel Titan, it requires level 99 summoning, and you use Steel of Legend scrolls on the WaterFiends, and it does a range-based attack which absolutely demolishes them. However, the only ones I can use in this video are going to be the Bunyip or the Moss Titan. However, I have the thing Soul Split, and since the only ones that are actually attacking would be the Steel Titan, and these barely do any damage when they attack, so it's really not worth it to bring them unless you want to heal. However, since I have the Soul Split Prayer, which is activated at level 92, I don't need them. So now we can finally get into the inventory. Alright, so for the ranging setup, I will be showing you the abilities for the melee setup also, so do not think I forgot. But for the ranging setup, you're going to want to have a range boosting potion, either the extreme ranging potion or the normal ranging potion. There's not much of a difference, so you can use either one, and it's going to be absolutely awesome. You're going to want to be having prayer potions because you're going to want to be using the highest level range prayer or curse, depending on if you're on the curse book. And you're also going to want to bring some emergency food in case you get comboed a bit, which I don't really need, but some of the lower levels need. And then you can have these two spots for either drops, or if you choose to use a familiar with his scrolls, then you can just do that. And then the most important part, you have to have charm collectors, because these drop such an enormous amount of charms. If you do not pick up the charms, you're really losing out. The only reason why you shouldn't be picking up charms is if you're 99 summoning. Alright, since now we're using the range setup, once you get here, you're just going to want to pot up. and you're about to see how much faster you kill these with range. It's absolutely 100 times better just killing them with range, because, I mean, really, you don't even get hit, as you can see, because your dehyde absorbs much of the damage, and you can also, oh, see, I wasn't even praying during that kill, and it's almost dead. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be using all of your abilities until you get a full adrenaline bar. And as you can see, we basically already killed 2 in the time it took me to kill 1 with melee, so it's basically twice as fast. And once you activate momentum, you're just gonna go ham on these guys, and it's just so much better. Now, those 2 times I didn't get a Crimson Charm. That's probably really unlucky. And see, I just got one. And a usual trip or a usual task takes anywhere from 50 minutes to maybe an hour and 30, but that's just because they're really great charms and it's just an awesome task. So remember, if you like the video, remember to give me a like rating, and don't forget to subscribe, guys. This is LinedFury signing off.